Hello students, have you seen this kind of picture or seen somewhere? This is a method of storing water right from the ancient time. As you all know, water is very important for us. Without water, we can't imagine our life, isn't it? Students, today we are going to discuss the chapter in which we will discuss water and the various methods of storing water right from the ancient time. Every drop counts. It means every drop of water is important for us. Its uses are many and water is very important for us. Long ago, when there was only natural sources of water, at that time also our management of storing water was wonderful and it was appreciable and was appreciated even in other countries also. At that time also water was never ending. In today's time, when we get water in our home through pipelines, sometimes we face scarcity of water, but at that time, water was sufficient. How is it possible? Let us see. Students, look, this is a picture of Gadsi Sar. Sar means a lake. Sar means a lake, and this is the picture of Gadsi Sar which you are seeing in your chapter on this page. King Gadsi of Jaisalmer got it made 650 years ago with the help of the people. King Gadsi was the king of Jaisalmer and he has made this Gadsi Sar, this lake, 650 years back. All around the lake there was ghats with steps leading to the water, decorated verandas, large halls, rooms and much more. And all around this lake there are ghats, steps which are leading to the water, decorated verandas, large halls and rooms are there all around this lake. People came here to celebrate festivals and for programs of music and dance. And that is why, because there are so many hall and verandas and rooms as well, that is why people came here to celebrate festivals and other programs of music and dance. Children came to study in the school on the ghat. At earlier time, children came here for studying on the ghat. The talab belonged to everyone and everyone took care to keep it clean. This talab or lake was belonged to everyone and everyone take care of it and everybody took responsibility of keeping it clean. Rainwater collected in this lake spread over many miles. Do you know, students, this is very big lake. It spread over many miles. It was made in such a way that when the lake was full, the extra water flowed into another lake at a lower level. When that too filled up, the extra water flowed into the next lake. This way, all 9 lakes filled up. This rainwater could be used throughout the year. So students, this is a combination of 9 lakes built at different levels. When first lake filled with water, with the rainwater, the water overflows into the next lake, and in this way all the 9 lakes filled up when rain came, and this water was available for use throughout the year. Today, Gadsi Sar is no more in use. Many new buildings and colonies have come up in between those 9 lakes. There were 9 lakes, but now they are no more because many buildings and colonies were built between these 9 lakes. So there is no method of storing water now. So now the water does not get collected in these lakes and rainwater just flows away and is wasted. At that time, rainwater was stored for use in future, but now all rainwater get wasted because there is no management of storing water in such lakes, as these lakes have been dried up and many colonies and buildings are built in between. Have you heard about Al-Biruni? Who was Al-Biruni? Let us see. More than 1,000 years ago, a traveler came to India. His name was Al-Biruni. 1,000 years back, a traveler of Uzbekistan came to India. His name was Al-Biruni. The place that he came from is now called Uzbekistan. Al-Biruni carefully observed and noted down the details of all that he saw. He wrote especially about those things that he found very different from his own country. Here is a part of what he wrote about the pond of that time. Students, in earlier time also, travelers came to different countries. As Al-Biruni came to India, he found that in India there are some wonderful things, and he has written about all such things. And one of such things is management of storage of water in India. And what he has wrote in his book, the people here are very skilled at making ponds. My countrymen would be surprised to see them. They pile up huge rocks and join them in with iron rods to build chabutras, which are raised platform, all around the lake. Students, he wrote that people in India are very skilled. They are very skilled at making ponds, and on ponds they made chabutras with the help of large rocks joined with the iron rods. Between these there are rows of long staircases going up and down. The steps for going up and coming down are separate, so there is less crowding. And around these ponds there are stairs which have been made around them, and stairs or the steps are also separate for going up and coming down. That is why there is less crowding. Today, when we study history, we can learn a lot about those days from the writings of Al-Biruni. You can also read about Al-Biruni and what Al-Biruni has wrote about India. If you see this picture, this is a stamp came in 1973, 1000 years after his birth. So, students, like this you can see that many people appreciated our skill, and Al-Biruni is one of them. And all that about our country and our skilled people. Let us observe and find out. Look at the area around your school. Are there any fields, farms, pakka road, drain, etc.? Is the area sloping, rocky or flat? Think what will happen here when it rains. Where will the rainwater go? Into the drain, pipe or pits? Is some water also getting soaked into the soil? There are so many questions for you. You have to find them all. You have to observe the area around you and find out the answers of these questions. Drop by drop, besides Jaisalmer, many places in Rajasthan get very little rainfall. As you all know that Rajasthan is desert area, and desert area gets very little or no rainfall. So in Jaisalmer, which is in Rajasthan, gets very little rainfall. Here it rains for only a few days in the entire year. From whole year, the rain is received by Jaisalmer for few days, sometimes not even that much, and sometimes there is no rain. The river here do not have water all around the year, and yet most of the villages in these areas did not have a shortage of water. Can you imagine? There is no rain or very little rain, yet there is no shortage of water in that area. How is it possible? People knew that every drop of water was precious, because people knew that water is very precious. So that is why they use the water judiciously. They do not waste water. They know that every drop of water is very important. Lake and johars were made to collect water. They made many big lakes, ponds, johars, what they call to ponds. They are made, lakes and johars are made to collect water. Water was everyone's need. One and all came together in this work, be it a businessman or a laborer. In that area, people knew that water is the need of everybody. That is why they all work together for such things. Some water from the lake soaked into the ground and reached the well and bawdis. Much water is stored in pond and lake, and some of the water is soaked into the ground and reach up to the well, and bawdis are the step well. Can you see the picture that has been given in the chapter? This is bawdi. The soil of the area also became wet and fertile. Wherever water is soaked, the soil became fertile. So this is the picture of a step well, which they call bawdi. Every house has a system to collect the rainwater. Look at the picture on your right. Look, students. In this picture, you can see a big tank has been made in every house. In that area, every house has a system to collect rainwater. They collect rainwater to use throughout the year. How do you think the rainwater that fall on the roof will reach the underground tank? Draw the path. You can see the water which falls on the roof of the house that has been collected and into a big tank which is underground in every house, and this water is used for different work in the house throughout the year. Have you ever seen a step well? Look at the picture. Can you imagine by looking at the picture that the steps go down several stories deep? Instead of drawing the water up from the well, the people go down the steps and reach the water. That is why they are called step well. So, so students, these are step wells. Look at the picture. You can see these steps are several stories down. And in generally in well, what will we do? We took water out of the well. But in these step well, people go downwards to collect the water and come back. So that is why they are called as step wells, because they have so many steps. Long ago, people used to make long journeys with their caravans of animals and goods. People felt it was a good thing to give water to thirsty travelers. Thus, they built many beautiful stepwells. Students, as you know, earlier there were no buses or trains. People used to travel on foot, and they even travel with their animals and goods in the form of caravan. So, other people felt it is good to give water to thirsty travelers. That is why they made beautiful step wells, and these bawdis for the travelers. Have you ever faced a shortage of water in your area? Yes. So students, give the answer. Have you ever faced a shortage of water in your area? Sometimes it happens. If yes, then what was the reason for it? Sometimes it happens. We also face shortage of water due to shortage of supply of water. Talk to your grandmother or any elderly person. Find out when they were of your age. From where did they get water from for the house? Has there been a change now? Now you all students ask your grandparents what kind of problems they face. How did they get water for their house? And is there any change now? What kind of water arrangement were made for travelers, for example, Piao, Mashak or any other? Now, what do people do about water when they travel? Find out the answer of these questions by asking your parents and grandparents. Now, let us see some customs related to water. There are many customs which have been related with water. Even today, people get water from very old lakes, dharas, step well, and nalas. Many customs and festivals are related to water. At some places, whenever lakes get filled up with rainwater, the people gather around the lake to celebrate. Students, in our country, we worship all those things which are responsible for life. For example, air, water, earth as gods, isn't it? And that is why there are many customs and festivals are also related to water. And even on those festivals, even today, people used to bring water from lake, dhara, step wells, etc. And so at some places, when lakes are filled up with rainwater, people used to celebrate by gathering around those lakes. See the bride of Uttarakhand in the picture? After getting married, she has come to the new village. She goes to the spring or the pond. In cities, one can see an interesting form of this custom. The new bride worships the tap in her home. Can we even imagine life without water? Students, in this picture, you can see a bride of Uttarakhand who is worshipping the water in her new village. She came to spring or pond and worship and bows to it and worship it. So, Isn't it very interesting? In the same way, you can also find different other festivals and customs related to water. Do you have some special pots for water at your place? Find out in your kitchen. Look, water is being filled in this beautiful copper pot. Look at the beautiful copper pot, and water is filled in it. The shining yellow pot of brass, other one is of brass, and it is seen in the other picture. Many stone carvings are also made near the place of drinking water. Have you ever seen any beautiful building near the place of water? Where? At some places you can also find different shapes of carvings on the stone where water came. You can also find them if you know any this kind of place, or you have visited. Please tell us where. Find out, is there a lake, well or step well near your house or school? Visit it and find out more about it. If there is a lake, well or step well around your house or school, then find out how old is it, who got it built, what kind of building are around it, is the water clean, is it cleaned regularly, who all use the water, is there any festival celebrated at this place, is there any water today, or is it dry? You have to find out the answers of these questions if there is a lake, well or step well around your house. Think over it. In 1986, there was no rain in Jodhpur and the surrounding areas. People remembered the old and forgotten step well, Bauli. They cleaned the step well and more than 200 trucks of garbage was taken out of it. People of the area collected money. The thirsty town got water from the step well. After a few years, it rained well and again the step well was forgotten. Look at the tragedy. This is a very good example that in 1986 there was no rain in Jodhpur and surrounding areas, and at that time, because water is needed, they find out a forgotten step well. Can you imagine, students? 200 trucks of garbage was taken out of it. People put students in 1986 there was इसको यहीं पे बंद कर